Good evening and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and tonight I have 5 layouts to share with you. I am still working on Disney's Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and I mostly finished up the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. I do have one more layout for the actual ride. But I'm waiting for that picture to be printed. So I decided to continue on to the next couple of things. So let's get started. So these are 2 pages, this one and the next one, that I did for our second time going on the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. And this is a stencil I created. I created it on my Cricut. This, I did not create the design. It was something that I found as an option in Cricut Design Space. I just made it 11 and a half. Let's see. And I just put 11 and a half. It's about 6 inches. But when I picked the width, I just went with whatever it put on there. So I put this down and sprayed it with my Distress Oxides in Wilted Violet, and I think this is a blend of the Salty Ocean and the Faded Jeans, and it kind of gave me this purpley blue color, and the layout is on this light blue. So I love the way it turned out. I shared just this page, a few days ago when I first got it, created it. I loved the way it turned out so much that I was excited to share it. So I decided to make a second page similar. So when we get to here, you'll see that I used this exact same stencil with some different colors and flipped. It's on the bottom and this is on the top. So I put a 12-inch by about 5-inch sheet of this Cricut Star Wars paper. It's got the Stormtroopers and Yoda, Chewie on it, and some other, there's even some Ewoks. So I put it on here. I matted this group picture on the tickets from the Disney paper from Sandy Lion. And this is just our group selfie that we took before getting on the second time. And we didn't always take a group picture when we went back on a ride multiple times, but we were just standing in line and I thought this would be fun. So I added this little picture of my daughter while we're in line the second time, but mostly because her face is cut out, just because it did not fit, I guess, and the picture wasn't a great picture with her, so I added her up here. And then I took a picture of the floor where you wait to get on to the Millennium Falcon. So this is my son's feet, and he was standing by the pilot spot. And these are my feet, and I'm standing in the gunner's spot. And so I titled this page again and again because this is our second time. And then I put number 2 down here because this was our second time. And then I just brought, since I had the red here, I brought a little red in here. I didn't want a ton because there's a lot of red on a lot of my pages, including the next page. So I used this dream, and then the ampersand is, and the hearts and the wonder are all from the 12 by 12 sticker sheet from Echo Park. And then I created this number sign because I couldn't find one, so I just took 4 ones and made my own and put a number 2 on here. These are also from the Echo Park 12 by 12, and it's just 1, and I cut it in half so that it would give me a little bit more of a length. I wanted something here to break up that line. And I thought about putting a washi here before I mat it, put the pictures down, but I really don't want to take up any more of this because I really loved it. So that is all I did for this page. So the matching or facing page is this one. So the sprays that I used pretty much turned this paper into this color, which is the color I've been using for a lot of my Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run pages. So I thought it was really cool that it pretty much changed it to that. And then I used, I think it is Fire. Oh, I did not use that one, not that one, not that one. Must be this one. Yep. Fired Brick. So this is, of course, doesn't look good until you shake it, or it doesn't show you the right colors. Because it's on dark colors, it's more of a pink than a red. I was okay with that. There was already going to be a lot of red in this page. I just wanted to share what the similarities are. This ticket paper is what I fussy cut here and here. And other than that, the stencil matches. I think that's the only, like, bringing it together. So this is page number 2. This is my son in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. This is my daughter in the gunner's seat across from her, and she's making that face at me because I was busy taking her picture, and she said I should be shooting. So, whatever. Some things I was shooting pictures. So I fussy cut some tickets and tucked them in, and then I fussy cut some more down here to give me a space for the title, so that it would kind of give me some dimension and pull the bottom into the top. This is our score at the end of the ride, and so I decided I had taken, this gives you like a breakdown, and this gives you some details, and then this is your total, like your original score, and then how much you get after the damages and the cost of damages comes out. So I matted all 3 in white. I put them down on this black, kind of like a charcoal black, so it's mostly black, but not like a dark black paper, and traced it with a light white pencil so that I could tell where the picture would end. And then I matted the picture just on a very thin mat, and then where the stencil marks were, I added a ton of different numbers. This is a great way to utilize your numbers and actually get them on a page and not just waste them, give them away, throw them away, whatever. I have a lot of numbers, and I do use them quite frequently, but like these small ones that you might not even see very well, they're blue, and I have like a heap ton of them. I don't know where I got them. Well, yes, I do. I got them from a scrapbooking store, and I have this many of them. They must have been on clearance or something. I wouldn't have bought this many. I mean, I'm always needing numbers, but these are so small. It's, I guess this would be good for putting dates and stuff, like if you don't want that to be like a big part of the page. So, but I only have them in blue. So I use like a half a sheet of them for filler. And then just mostly red, yellow, and blue, I believe is a predominant, because those are the colors that I was using with like the tickets. And there's red, but I didn't want to be red and green other than a little bit of the tickets. I matted these pictures on like a light red. I fussy cut this Echo Park paper. It was just a scrap that I had. I put washi here to break the seam from where the ink mostly stops, and and then up here, so it would give it's not split directly in half. It's more like, I think, 7 inches, almost 7 inches. I put a little washi down here, added a little bit more of that, and then titled this page, Beware 12-Year-Old Driver. And I know he is actually a pilot, but, I had already put driver and decided I would just leave it. So that is all I did with this. Now, I did spray this with the fired brick, and then I did activate it with some water, and then I disappeared for a little while and had some lunch and came back when it was dry. I try not to work on them when they're wet, especially if I introduce water into the mix because it takes a little longer. If you're using these Distress Oxides, honestly, they do not take long to dry at all if you're doing, you know, splatters or even sprays that aren't like massively heavy. I typically do sketch pulls or stencil pulls or stencil. There's another word for it, and I've said it probably 10 times lately. And anyway, where you've sprayed on the stencil and then you take another piece and pat it down so it'll pull like the negative from that stencil so you don't waste all that ink. So typically that helps with the drying as well. And I did do that, but then I sprayed it with water. So that takes a little bit more time. And I do it all in a box. I have like an Amazon box or a box that had like potato chips or something in it. It's a big, deep box so I can spray and not worry about turning my. I still have a little blue from 2 days ago that I've scrubbed my hands and it still doesn't come off. And that's with using hand sanitizer. So I love the way this page turned out and it makes me very happy. Um, and just so you know, this score was higher than when my 19-year-old daughter was assisting her father with piloting. So, yeah, I don't know what that says about the fact that my 12-year-old piloted the Millennium Falcon better than my 19-year-old, but whatever. So, there is that. This is, so that's the end of the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, except for that one that I have not completed because I don't have the picture. And that's just a up close picture of the hidden Millennium Falcon on the Millennium Falcon. And I will create that page when I get that picture. This is, I've already scrapbooked one page that had Kylo Ren. And it was a really dramatic picture my daughter had taken. And then she turned it black and white, and it was very dramatic. And so it deserved to be scrapbooked. And I put it on a page with the Death Star and just very fancy. So these are some of the extras. And here's me and my husband getting a selfie with them leaving. I'm sure he would like to say that they're leaving because he scared them off. Because as we walked up, they're, doing their normal hooping and hollering. And he gets up there and they said something to him about moving along. And of course, he's going to antagonize them. So he said, like, these are not the children that you're looking for. Because my kids were with him. And that's what his shirt said. Something like, yes, I am their father. And it had Darth Vader on it. And so I titled this page, This Is Not the Children You're Looking For. And I know that you probably are not able to see, well, I don't know, maybe you can, right here where it says you're looking for, because it's silver. And I mean, I can see it, but I know it's a very good chance that in the camera you can't see it depending on the lighting. So this is Cricut paper, Cricut Star Wars paper. So is this strip here. And then of course I put the washi down here at the bottom, just to give it a little bit of a break. This paper is really, really blinding when it was in its full capacity. So I took some of that craziness away by putting this strip, and then I matted these. This one's on Cricut paper, just a strip I had left, and this is on Mickey paper, but you can't really tell that at all. These are matted on some white paper, and I actually took oh my gosh, it scared me. Something just fell down. Sorry. I took an orange ink pad and stenciled through this stencil on some white, and then I took a black ink pad and I turned this a little so it wasn't laying right on top, and then stenciled again. So you can make out the fact that there's some stars in there, but not like, it's not obvious. But it's cool looking. It's the orange and black, which is the same as I used in the washi. And then this is matted on some EK Success Mickey Mouse paper. So I like to bring in the Mickey Mouse and the Star Wars as well as the stars, just because, we are at Disney World. So I just realized I do not officially have stars on here except for this, and you can't even see them. I guess there's stars on this washi. I might have to add a couple stars because that has been a go-to. I mean, this paper is stars, but you just can't really see it. I don't know, we'll see. I may add a couple to go with my little silver stickles. I did add a couple of the X-Wings. I get the X-Wings and TIE Fighters confused. Please do not hold that against me. X-Wings. I put a couple of those on here, and a Stormtrooper or two, and then some more down here. And then I put this little move along because every time somebody try and antagonize the Stormtroopers, they just say, you know, you're done here, move along. So that is about all I did on this page. I do love the way that it turned out. And I do need to get an apostrophe for the word your. If you can see that, there's no apostrophe. These letters did not have apostrophes, so I'm going to have to make one out of one of the letters that I don't think I'll use. So we'll see how that goes. So there's page number 3. Page number 4 goes along with that. These were my up close and personal pictures of one of the, my husband says they're not stormtroopers anymore. They're first order troopers or something. Whatever, they've always been stormtroopers to me. But, you know, to be politically correct or Star Warsy correct, I don't know. And then Kylo Ren. So I connected these to where it almost looks like it's one long picture because of the railing right here. I thought that looked pretty cool. Put some washi down here to give it a little shelf to lay on. I did put a border of this EK Success paper down here. And then, of course, this is the Cricut Star Wars paper. Added a couple Stormtroopers, a little couple stickers of Kylo Ren, and then titled this Scary Moments Not, because, you know, by no means were we really scared, but I'm sure they're supposed to look really scary and daunting. They're big, you know, spaceship and weapons and their creepy masks and stuff. So, yep, I'm trying to be creative and kind of funny with the titles. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It's fine, but I like it, and that's all that matters. These are American Crafts, and then these are just some. Here's Ecus. Oh no, these are Jenny Bolin Studios. I got these from a marketplace. So I did not purchase them like at a store, so I don't even know who Jenny Bolin is. But I think quite a few of the stickers that I got out of that are by whoever that is. So this is page number 4. And I am coming to the realization that there are also no stars on here, except for on this paper. So I will have to add a few little stars up there. Yeah. Okay, if you can't tell, I'm not feeling well today. I was a little concerned that my son and I had COVID, but we got tested yesterday afternoon, and our test results came back today, and both of us are negative. So I guess it's just kind of some sinus infection or something, but I have not felt fantastic. And of course, today was my birthday, and so my birthday present was getting a negative COVID test. So, hey, go me. But that's okay, I'll take that. So this is my last page for tonight, and I decided since the Coke bottle and the Sprite bottle are round that I would do some circles. And I already had these 2 like neon yellow circles, and I went ahead and covered them in some of this washi that I just got from my sister for my birthday. And so then I decided I wanted some more circles, and I am terrible at cutting circles. But I got brave, and I took my double-sided tape and laid it down on a piece of white paper and traced it and then trimmed it out because I knew that little boo-boos would be covered because I was going to be covering it up with the washi tape. So I made 3 more circles in white so that it would not contrast with the tape I was putting on, because like this stuff doesn't come out. This is like a red color, but because I don't know, it looks orange, so it was supposed to be red. Oh, whatever. So I did this one first, and it was no, Nope, I did this one first, and it looks really Christmassy to me. So I tried to change this one up a little bit, and then this one I did all in green and yellow, just to kind of go with the colors on the soda bottles. So then I decided that I would title this page Out of This World Pop, and then added the word soda because I love the silver, since there's like that silvery gray. I matted this one in the green and yellow like the Sprite, and this one in the red and like grayish silver for the Coke. I could have added some black, but I was already getting some black with the washi tape. I use these, I got these at Target in like 2006. And then someone gave me another set of them. So I have a stack like this thick of these. And there's big ones and there's smaller ones. So I pulled all the ones that had stars and that were blue so that I could try and use some of them up. So I didn't only get one P. Some letters are duplicated like the A and I think the E. But the P was not. But the R is exactly like the P. I just cut the little part off. I'm real creative like that. Cut that whole arm off. I was being sarcastic. I mean, I am creative, I think, but I wasn't trying to toot my own horn, I suppose. Okay, I'm tired and don't feel good, and it's 1 o'clock in the morning, so please forgive me for being a little out of this world loopy. So, anywho, so I added a couple of American crafts, like cups. This says you got this, just because I felt like they kind of went with the soda. This is actually a soda bottle, but it was like strawberry soda, so I cut that part off and tucked it in. And I really do like the way that this turned out. I added my stars, um, and I put a few extras on here. I'd started with 3 and added a few more, and I may actually put some more on here since this red stripe turned orange. But I do love the way that this turned out. I've seen State Goddess scrapbook her Star Wars soda pops, soda bottles, soda, whatever you want to call it. Everybody calls it something different. And I tried not to mimic her page. So I think hers was like Soda Wars is one of the ones she did. And I love that. That's a great layout title, but I didn't want to use the same one. And this my son drank, and this is still full sitting in my living room. It's going to work with me to be a decoration on my desk because I don't drink soda and haven't for the last 8 years. So, but I just needed to have it because it was so cool. So, there you have it. That is my 5 layouts for today, August the 23rd, my 46th birthday. I am going to go back and add stars to those 2 pages tomorrow before I put them in my book. I'm really excited, and I have to laugh about this because I was sharing with my husband and son that I had 260 pages completed. At the time it was 259, but 260 pages in our Disney books completed. And my son is like, seriously, Mom, that's a whole lot of pages. We were only there for 5 days. Yes, we were, son. Yes, we were. So this is 260 pages in my Disney book, 85 pages for the month of August, and 28 pages in the Star Wars album. So I'm really excited. My goal for August on scrapbooking with AnnMarie.com was 100 pages this month. So I am only 15 pages away, and I'm off again tomorrow because I am still not feeling great. So I'm going to sleep in the morning and then spend some quality time with the droids in Star Wars land in Galaxy's Edge. Tomorrow, whoa, I will be scrapbooking the milk, the blue milk, and I'm so sad because I did not get, I'm not going to scrapbook this tomorrow because I'm waiting for a picture. I didn't get a picture of us in the green milk, But I do have my rainy day pictures and my sun with Ray. So those will definitely get scrapbooked tomorrow. And I may very well begin on the Rise of the Resistance, which is going to be a very long scrapbook process because I took so many pictures on that ride. It was like, I feel like when I am done with this scrapbook pages, you all will feel like you went on the ride. So this right here shows you how many pictures, oh dear, I took on the one ride, one time. Yeah, yeah, lots of pictures, guys, lots of pictures. So, yeah, so this might be where we start tomorrow. Very exciting. I loved this ride. All right, I have talked enough and I need to more water and I'm going to go to bed. So, you all have an amazing Tuesday, August 24th tomorrow. And, or it'll be probably be today when you watch this since it's officially the 24th already. So I'm going to take my loopy self to bed, and I will see you all tomorrow, I hope, for another layout share. Have a wonderful day, and I hope you get a chance to do something you love with someone you love. Happy scrapping.